Alright, this is my show. This is Sweet Talk 101, in case you didn't know. First, I have to cover a topic that people have been asking about for me to cover. First of all, okay, a relationship can either be a serious relationship or an open relationship. First of all. Now, things you don't want to do in a relationship are basically, you don't want to hold a big, weight above your shoulders saying you're taken and you're just with that person, because quite frankly that does scare the other person if you're in an open relationship. Now, if in your serious relationship, you can do this because you're with that person, you want everybody to know that you're taken and you can't basically be with anybody else and you can't mess around with anybody else or anything like that. That's a serious relationship. The difference between a relationship with a guy and a girl or a girl and a guy is the guy is always going to take things less seriously, usually, than the girl. Saying you're in a serious relationship as a guy, that means that you're with them, you can flirt around, and you can do stuff like that, but you can't do anything physical. With a girl, usually, they don't flirt around unless they unintentionally flirt, which happens in most cases because they're so used to being single or they want to be in an open relationship. Things to look for if your partner or whatever is cheating. You want to look for they're not listening. If they're not listening to what you're saying, they don't care. That's not good. You have to care in a relationship. If not, you're not really in a relationship. You're just talking and playing around, basically. If they, like I have said before, if they get a phone call in the middle of the date and they talk to that person while you're in the date with them and they're more interested in that conversation with the person on the other line than you might want to look for that, because that's not good. That's not something you should do. Okay. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is bisexual, or you fear they might not be interested in you and they're interested in the same sex, always check for signs as in they don't answer your calls, you text them, they don't text you back, emails, they don't answer emails, they say they're doing something, they're not doing that, and you know, if, well, this is kind of a given, but if they have markings of pride or bi or gay pride, then no, don't believe that, because yeah, that's no, just if your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever turns out to like the same sex, just let it go, because honestly, there's plenty of other people in the world that you can go with. I mean, no one exactly matches the exact person that you want, but if you don't get the person you want, I'm pretty sure that you can adapt to a better person, more compatible to you, and that actually likes you the way they like them. Questions to ask on a first date. Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 my name is this. I'm from blah, 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 wherever you're from. If you had to pick one place in the world you could go to, where would you go? Do you enjoy this restaurant? Blah, blah, blah. What's your favorite movie? Who's your favorite band? Do you enjoy watching TV? Do you like movies? basically things like that. So, yeah, if you had to pick one person in the world to resemble you in a movie, like an actress or an actor, who would it be? What's your religion? What's your take on politics? Uh, who's your best friend? Who do you go for who do you go to for advice? Um, who's your idol? Who who are your heroes? Who's your favorite person in the world? Um, what are you majoring in? If you're in college or something. Um, you could also, I don't know, ask how they are, how they're doing, do they like you so far? Don't sound insecure. That doesn't work. That's not good. What's your favorite color? That always works. Like, I'm always getting asked what's my favorite color, so I say blue. But it's always interesting to cover the simple topics first. And usually, other like topics come from the simpler topics that are more complex, and you actually end up learning a lot about the other person. So just start out with what you like, and if they like the same thing, that's good. That means it's gonna work, or it's a good chance of working. Um, yeah. Well, that's my first video, or half of my first video. I'm gonna do the other half later when I do not have things to do, and when I have more to talk about. That would probably work. Basically, this was basically my topic on relationships, and this will be continued, so no worries.